Hey, Mark Rodriguez here, and you're watching America's number one cure for insomnia, the Diving Carter Wrestling Podcast, and with me are...
Jack Knives from Jack Knives Reviews.
GP Chan, also known as Ninja Jupi, but you also call me Wendy. And I want to turn this over to the one, the only, the man of the hour, the man with the power, the man whose face you can't see this week, ladies, and we apologize. Johnny Rodriguez!
Johnny Rodriguez.
All right, guys, today we're going to be going over AEW Double or Nothing 2025 and all the crazy shenanigans that happened there. But before we go into that, we're going to go into recent wrestling news. And first of all, one of the things is lots of WWE superstars have gotten released again. And I'm surprised that all of them, Braun Strowman got released again. Like, he's like the release champion after all the stuff about the first time. But okay, that's when Vince is here. And now that with Triple H, he got released again. And I think Zoe Stark actually stayed. But a bunch of other people got released and everything. You can mention the other names in a bit, Jack. But for me, the main person that got released was Cora Jade. That was kind of surprising. She was out for injury for a while, like almost like half a year or so. Now she finally came back and she's like just released and everything. So now the good news, I guess, for fans of her from, before she had to do the WWE shtick, the whole Vince, I don't get it, kind of thing, and turn her into like a weird skater girl or whatever it is. She's now back to the original Sorceress of Sin, Elena Black, which is a shirt I still got here from her first run, her original gimmick. So she'll be back with the coffin, the turrets, and who knows what other new things she might be doing. She's doing indie stuff for the time being. She still has to wait till June 2nd, gets a whole non-complete calls crap and everything. But she'll be starting, she already got some indie matches lined up. We don't know if she's going to eventually go to TNA or AEW or something, but we do know she's starting off her OnlyFans also starts in June 2nd. But anyways, in other matters, what other people are being released, Jack?
Well, I think for me, the biggest shock of the people was Shayna Baszler.
Yeah.
Shayna Baszler has been in that company for, like 8 years, 9 years? But now she could go back to being the submission magician that she truly is. I mean, honestly, she's one of those women who could actually add to any women's roster. So if AEW is smart, they would sign her. But I think she might do better
alongside her buddy Marina Shafir, though.
I mean, I think she might do better, honestly, going back to Stardom. Because recently, little tangent here, Stardom actually, a bunch of women wrestlers left Stardom, including top wrestlers Tam Nakano, the icon Mayu Iwatani, who's literally been there since day one, and Tekla, who will play a factor later. But like, it's crazy. Like she left. Let me look at my list here. Cora Jade was a big shock solely because Punk had really, really big, a big factor in her career, especially her and Roxanne Perez. So it was really surprising that they let her go. But I do think, obviously, I think she'll be back at some point later. I mean, maybe give her a couple of years in the indies, let her hone her craft. Gigi Dolan, she got let go.
Yeah, her too. I wonder if she's going to go back to being her real, her real name, Priscilla Kelly. I wonder if she'll be going back to that or not.
Probably. Jakara Jackson was tag team with Lash Legend. Apparently, she was it. Sorry. Jakara Jackson. She was the other half of Metaphor. She was let go. Lash Legend stayed, obviously, because she's the bigger star. But apparently, I can't remember what her new name is. Apparently, she is booked for a show in Baltimore against Masha Slamovich. So, I mean, she's starting to get work again. Caden Carter and Katana Chance.
Remember her.
Both got let go. Javier Bernal, I don't know who that is. Oro Mensa, one of the other people from Metaphor. So 2 out of 4 of Metaphor are gone. Riley Osborne, who was a part of Chase University, was also let go. And from what I read, the reason Braun Strowman got let go had partial to do with his actions during the WWE roast.
The famous roast that got
the horrifying roast, if you look at the transcript, is terrible. But it wasn't so much that he, bad jokes, bad taste jokes. That wasn't what happened. apparently the biggest thing that was like, what the hell? Braun Strowman apparently got so drunk he ripped off his shirt, threw it in the crowd, and was like running up and down on the stage. And I'm just like, okay, a guy that big should not ever be drunk or rowdy in any capacity. So yeah, I could see why people would get scared because it's like, granted, I would pay good money to see the footage of that, but again, that's speculation. But yeah, those are the major people who have been let go from WWE thus far. Oh, and apparently, I know recently Zoe Stark severely re-damaged her knee, so she's going to be out for a couple months.
Yeah, I was saying, I was mentioning somewhere that's like a weird coincidence because Zoe Stark, Gigi Dolan, and Cora Jade all got in there at the same time. Two got released, and then the one that stayed.
There was two other people. There was Shotzi Blackheart was also let go, and what the hell's her name? She's the other one of Pure Fusion Collective. What the hell was
Chelsea Green still with them or no?
Who?
Chelsea Green.
No, Chelsea Green. No, it was Tatum Paxley was the third girl.
Okay.
But no, I'm trying to remember. Oh God, who was the other girl? She's like the MMA girl. I can't remember what her name is. Anyway, she was let go. So really, the only person left was Zoe Stark, and then she gets injured.
So yeah, that's the thing. The only one that survived was Zoe Stark, and now she's injured for like it's one of those like year,
like at least 8-9 months. Like she's out. Yeah, it's like damn.
Oh man. Now I've been hearing rumors, people complaining and stuff. Is WWE starting to get kind of bad again? I guess they're not liking like Cena being overused again and whatever else.
I think it's the rivalry, our current rivalry that's going on. I think some may be having an issue with, or that this is not his final run and how it's being booked.
I think they're more upset with the problem is that their expectations are not being met as far as like what they expected it to happen. The expectations were so high after Cody that people had like preset these ideas in their mind. And sure, we all wanted to see Cena become 17 and break Ric Flair's record, but ever since and it's not just the way he won it, it's the fact that he's still stale as shit. Like, I mean, like it's not, he's really, really gotten bad in the ring. Like, it's not even like, it's not like just, oh, he's doing shit heel tactics. It's like, dude, you are really out of it. Like you are really bad. And like
the ring
obvious.
Rust,
like ring callousness. Yeah, it's like crazy. I'm like, dude, I'm sorry, but like, and like I said, he keeps cheating and all this shit. And then I keep hearing complaints about Carmelo Hayes not getting booked. And then and I'm just like, dude, I'm in the mindset of let them cook. And the one thing I love about WWE is at least there's like 10 things going on, so there's at least like one or two things I can attach myself to. AEW gives me nothing, so I'm just like, okay. Like but one thing that was also a history-making shocking moment was Trick Williams, a WWE NXT talent, is now the TNA World Champion, having beaten Joe Hendry for the title.
Oh, jeez.
So a contracted WWE wrestler is the TNA World Champion.
Oh wow, that's something that never would have happened back in the Vince days. That's for sure.
Never. I mean, the fact that Joe Hendry even showed up at WrestleMania with the TNA belt, that would have never happened in WWE.
Oh,
and
wow.
I also have a little bit of insider information in regards to good old Vinny. Apparently, he is no longer on speaking terms with Hunter or Stephanie.
Oh.
That's from multiple sources I read.
I've heard about that.
Which I'm just like, he's probably upset because he's like, what have you done to my child? And I'm like, and she's like, I'm your child, Dad. He's like, yeah, but you're not the good one. That's not good shit. That's my theory anyway. But yeah, so anything that makes Vince suffer makes me happy. So I'm
Oh God.
Oh goodness.
Anyway,
Okay, now we can start.
About this, to be honest.
Exactly. So moving on.
Okay, now let's start with the actual event here. I don't think there's anything else that major going on. Oh, there's one thing I did want to say.
Oh wait, did you guys ever talk about Sabu passing?
No.
What?
No,
Yeah,
not-
yeah,
maybe
because
that
there wasn't a
happened.
podcast around that general time. But yeah, Mr.
Yeah.
Sabu did
Yeah,
pass,
the
and of
legendary
course we
Sabu.
said respects to him.
Yeah, like I'm like he was. It's crazy that he died like a few weeks after his final match.
Mhm.
It's really crazy. I was like, wow, because it happened WrestleMania weekend. But yeah, I mean, like he truly was like one of those guys who really was an innovator in the ring. Like he actually made like high flying cool, like high flying hardcore wrestling. Like he blended it so perfectly. I don't know how the hell he did the way he did it. Like I still to this day love when he took the chair and he just ran and dove and like landed like on people, or like every time someone folds out a chair and uses it as a springboard, like that's straight up out of his playbook.
No, man. Yeah, one last thing I do want to mention.
I'm sad he's gone.
Yeah, I know. He was a legend, and it's cool because for so many different companies too. You know, not
He is
just-
pretty much in practically almost every single promotion or some way or some connection to it at some point, you know?
When he
Yeah.
died, every promotion said thank you, Sabu. Like no Japan, no joke. All Japan, New Japan, AAA, CMLL, WWE, TNA, AEW, Ring of Honor, all of them. He's worked for all of them. I'm like, damn. Like literally everyone said thank you. I think even Puerto Rico Pro Wrestling, like they even said that. I'm like, damn. But he was really everywhere. But like I said, it's kind of crazy how much he did and what he did. And that I did see that segment that Taz said, that little very sweet tribute. It really made me happy. I wish Paul could have said one. I mean, because Paul knew Sabu really, really well, or Rob's was really nice. But yeah, it's sad that he's gone, but it's
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we didn't. It didn't happen around any time of any pay per view that for us to bring it up. That's the thing. But yeah, he's a legend, gone too soon. One thing I was gonna say, one thing that came up when we were watching one of the Cornet podcastings is how the AEW roster page is horribly like outdated and everything. But the funny thing is though, that Mariah May was let go or quit or whatever, and they took her off the page. So I'm looking at the
And
roster
Abaddon.
page right now.
Wait, but let's give a little context. So the thing is, what he was doing was he was trying to they're going through the women's roster, the male roster, but he also was doing it for WWE as well. Who he would keep and who he would get rid of based on, what's listed on the page. So he did the women's roster, and then he started doing the male roster. And then we were like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
They're mentioning people we haven't seen in forever.
Yeah, or people that we know they're already gone. So I'm looking at the site right now because I want to make sure it didn't change between then and now. But as of right now, as of May 31st, when this is filmed, because it might be different by the time you guys are watching it, is Danhausen is still on there.
Yeah, he's officially been gone for a good while.
Yeah. Let me see. I don't want to say Kingston because
he's mostly been doing
probably-
brand. I think he's mostly doing like brand ambassador work. He's kind of just like
But he's
showing
still
up
with
at
AEW
places.
though?
I don't think
Apparently,
so.
I think he's
He
mostly
was-
signed with Ring of Honor still.
I thought
I haven't
No.
seen him. I haven't seen him on live.
I've heard him do an interview like a few months ago, and I'm pretty sure he is
Oh,
not
you know
with
what?
AEW.
I just remembered the reason he's been gone. His wife just had their first kid.
Keith Lee is still on the page.
And I guess it's part of what they're pointing out. Is like you got all these people on the roster.
Yeah, I'm just
They
reading out
haven't
these
been
names
seeing it
and
forever,
reactions.
which means either they're officially gone or they're still at home collecting a check.
Yeah. I'm trying to see. Oh my God, Ortiz is still on the page. How the fuck is Ortiz on there? I'm sure he's like gone already. Like what the hell?
Well, Mike Santana's killing it in TNA.
Oh,
He's
Colt
like a top guy
Cabana is
in
also
TNA.
on the page.
Wait, ain't he gone?
Colt Cabana.
Ain't he gone?
That's what I'm saying. Now this one, Abaddon is officially gone. We've seen the report. She is gone, and yet she's still here on the page.
And so
Soraya
Soraya's still there.
Soraya's still on the page. Let me see anyone else that stands out. Just feel.
Is
Oh,
Abaddon
Camille
still on the page?
is still on the. Who?
Abaddon.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
officially out.
she quit too. She's gone.
Yeah,
So
but she's
what the
still
hell?
on here.
Yeah, but she's still on the
And
page.
Camille's still on the page. I don't know if she's gone or still with them or what.
And then Soraya.
Soraya, especially
I know
Soraya,
she's
she's still on
injured.
there.
I know Camille is injured right now, but I know Soraya is 100% gone. Which
Yeah.
I still think the rumor is that both Soraya is going to come back as Paige, and Mariah May are both going to show up in July. They're bringing back the WWE pay-per-view Evolution with all women. So it seems
I remember that.
Now that one I'm actually watched.
yeah, it's going to be an all women's pay-per-view. Now, I said this to some of my friends, and they agree with me. I think this is a perfect opportunity now that you have a working relationship with them, have some of the knockouts in this pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Dude, like have Masha Slamovich defend the knockouts title on a WWE pay-per-view against I don't care who, whatever. Like have the NXT women's, the US, like you have all these titles for women. Use them.
Yeah, and now they actually got like a more developed roster because honestly speaking, at First Evolution, they had so few women. They had to grab all the NXT newbies and like the classics like Beth Phoenix and Lita and all that because they didn't have a regular roster to have.
It felt more like someone you would throw a few in for a Royal Rumble just to have like a spot on the card. Didn't say that they're there.
Yeah,
to fill
they kept bringing back. Remember when they first did the first 2 years of Women's Royal Rumble? They just brought back, hey, remember her? Hey, remember her? Hey, I was like,
you got boobs, you're in.
Remember Michelle McCool? It's like, no. Remember Kelly? No. All right. Also, I found out something really shocking. Did you know that Charlotte is older than Kelly?
Ooh. Oh, maybe that's just doing all the surgeries and stuff, so the age doesn't catch up to her. Just that's really backfiring, but
I just like, I'm like, wow. I found that out. I was like, maybe she should retire at this point.
Oh my God.